This is LWT with the best of the action now from Monte Carlo and the Monaco Grand Prix.
It's the toughest, most glamorous motor race in the world, the Monaco Grand Prix round the famous twisting streets of Monte Carlo. Even the best can come unstuck here. Last year Schumacher lost it in the wet as only 3 cars took the checkered flag. A year on, Heinz-Harald Frenzen's first Grand Prix win in Imola has thrown the Drivers' Championship wide open. But the misery continues for the world champion. Damon Hill running into trouble in Italy and still looking for his first finish in the Arrows. Welcome to the ITV yacht, bobbing around a bit in the harbour at Monte Carlo as we look back at the highlights of the 55th Monaco Grand Prix. Coming up, we have reaction from the pits, the views of Tony Jardine as well. We'll also be talking to Max Mosley, President of the sport's governing body. Now, anyone who manages to overtake here really deserves a medal, so qualifying is very important. Here's Louise Goodman to tell us how they lined up.
Still looking for his first pole of the season, Michael Schumacher was the early pace setter with a lap time over 2 seconds faster than last year. Jacques Villeneuve hung it all out, but this time the Canadian was just off the pace and just offline, clipping the barriers and bringing his afternoon to an abrupt finish. Mika Hakkinen gave us another reminder of just how unforgiving this track can be. But McLaren teammate David Coulthard was the top place Brit. He ended the day 5th. It was a good day for Jordan too, both cars in the top 6 and a career best for Giancarlo Fisichella. But the day really belonged to Heinz-Harald Frenzen. A resident of Monaco, he was right at home around the streets of the Principality and justifiably proud of his first ever pole.
Yeah, it's very great here to be on the front, and especially my first pole position is a very pleasant moment.
Your confidence must be at a real high at the moment after that win in San Marino and now pole here.
Yeah, I'm in a good mood, I have to say. Yeah.
You look as though you're in a good mood. What about the race tomorrow? Prospects for it, starting from pole.
Well,
that's a good chance.
That's a different thing. It's very important to have a good start tomorrow. It's very important here in Monaco because overtaking is quite difficult. Try to have a good start. I'll do my best.
So once again, it's a Williams in front, but this time it's Heinz-Harald Frenzen, his first pole, alongside Michael Schumacher. Jacques Villeneuve off the front row for the first time this year, with Giancarlo Fisichella 4th, a great performance in the Jordan. Row 3, David Coulthard leading the British Challenge in the McLaren, and Ralf Schumacher in the second Jordan. Johnny Herbert 7th, looking promising in the Sauber. Mika Hakkinen 8th, the 5th row. Jean Alesi, Benetton, and Rubens Barrichello, the quickest Bridgestone runner. Stewart happy to be in the top 10 again. Next, Larini and Panis, Sauber and Prost. Behind them, Damon Hill, 13th in the Arrows alongside Mika Salo's Tyrrell. Not a good weekend so far for Eddie Irvine, back in 15th in the Ferrari, with Pedro Diniz 16th. One better than Gerhard Berger. Another disappointing session for the Austrian. Berger 17th alongside Trulli. Then it's Magnussen and Katayama, and right at the back, Nakano and Verstappen. Well, a heavy swell here in the harbour was followed by heavy rain right before the off. It necessitated all sorts of changes. Most teams went out on wet weather tyres. Williams, though, gambled on slicks. Regular reports from James Allen and Louise Goodman in the pits. And your big race commentators are Martin Brundle and Murray Walker.